welcome back. I'm Tanya from Tanya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? So my son went skiing, well, he snowboards a couple of weekends ago, with some friends of his, and all the way to Montana. I don't know if it was 8 hours away, I'm not sure. But just, they rented an Airbnb and right on the ski resort, and gorgeous country when he finally sent pictures, just gorgeous. But are you the parent that has these things, bad things come to mind of all the bad things that could happen? You know, I mean, he's an adult, you know. I guess he's still in my house, you know. All the bad things that could happen on this trip kind of, you know, roll through my mind. And I don't know if that's just me or if that's just parents in general. I think it's parents in general. But yeah, so all these things roll through my mind, and I'm just like, this is, so what do? You know, when he does stuff like this, even when he rodeos and he's, you know, goes to wherever, you know, I still always have these bad thoughts that go across my mind of bad things that could happen. So what do you do when you have that? So, because I don't want to send it out to the universe, right? I just don't, you know. I mean, it's really in God's hands what happens, but I just feel like I'm not going to sit there and shout it to the rooftops that this is, you know, this could happen, or this could happen, or this could happen, or, you know, let me tell you, he had an absolute fabulous time. He loved it. He didn't want to come home, and, you know, nothing bad happened, which is great. However, then there's me, right? The worrywart mom. So what do? I'll tell you what I do. So if you've ever seen Veggie Tales, Rack, Shack, and Benny, it's, you know, it's all about the big giant chocolate bunny. Okay, but anyway, in there they go in the furnace, right? So it's this big round thing. So in my mind, every time I have a bad thought about one of my kids, like not a negative thought, like something bad that could happen, I, in my mind, picture this big furnace, and I put the thought in the furnace, shut the lid, and have it blow up in my mind. So it's all ash. The thought is all ash. Okay? And then it's gone. It cannot be sent out to the universe. That's what I do. Does it help? Actually, it does help, because I think I have this thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy, this is bad. Boom. And it's gone. It can't get to the universe. It cannot, you know, unfold. Just showing you a little bit of wacko in me, right? But it does work. It really does work. And there's lots of little tricks that in different things you can do to, you know, psych yourself out. Yeah, well, that's what I do. I mean, if you do something else, please tell me, because I'm all up for suggestions on these things. Yeah, raising kids is tough. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, nobody said the good stuff would be easy. Okay, fine, enough chit-chat. But today, I think we're still doing the My Rebatch soap series, but I'm going to show you a different way to rebatch some soap. We're actually going to do a few of these, because wildflowers and bees are coming up, and then there's a few little hitches along the way. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're doing another one. So 3 things: be kind, be forgiving, be you, and let's go check out the next soap in this what's it called? My Rebatching soap series. Okay, and here we are to our soap. So this is the last of our rebatching series, even though there are a couple of these in the wildflowers and bees series coming up. Just had to have some fun with it. But this is the same technique, so we'll talk about those another day. But if you look to the right, you will see in that container a bunch of soap shreds. Okay, So these are fine soap shreds, and it depends on the shred and what you're looking for on how to rebatch. So this is a batch of Sapphire Nights, and I rebatched them for two purposes. One, I took all the black out to use for this, and there's a little bit of blue that kind of peeks through. It's kind of cool. And then the blue I used for another soap down the road. This is basically just adding it to a batter and using it that way. Now, you can take those soap shreds, put them in oil, blend them in oil, then add the lye and do it that way. But I like the texture and technique this gives me, so therefore that is why I am doing it this way. Now, my colors for this half of the bar are, I changed them, so I'm kind of looking, Silver Mist. That's Silver Mist was the first little container, and activated charcoal is what's going into this bowl right now. And as I said, they are going to go in at a slant. As you saw the thumbnail, I can never get those beautiful, perfect straight lines. I don't know how people do it. Maybe they sculpt it afterwards. Maybe I should try that one. Try sculpting it afterwards, after it's set up. That's not a bad thought. I'll have to work on that one. So I decided there's not enough activated charcoal in there. I will add more to it. And like I said, Silver Mist is just a light silver color. And so obviously, yeah, that activated charcoal one is not going to be enough of a contrast. You know what I mean? Yep, there I'm adding more. And I'm so sorry, like where my camera is, sometimes it moves. I've noticed that like the little stand I use, it's kind of wearing out on the top, so the top one doesn't want to hold, and then it shifts and my camera goes all over the place, and I don't realize it till after I look back at the footage. So I'm really sorry about that. But anyways, so the first part, I'm not going to use the shreds. And actually, how do you judge how much you want for shreds? That is probably my hardest part overall, because I know in my head that, this mold will hold, X amount of batter, right? But when I add the shreds, if you don't have enough liquid soap when you add the shreds, you can run into a problem of it not holding together, right? So my initial thought process here was I was going to add 8 ounces of super fine shreds. And I'll tell you what, in that bowl there are 2 ounces of shreds. Yes, you shred and it's like, that doesn't look like 2 ounces, does it? No, but that's just what it is. So it's hard to judge, and I knew, and you will see I come up short. Like my bar is just a tish short, and that is all because, those shreds take up space in the batter, and if I had probably, I don't know, if 6 ounces just seems like a lot. And I'm looking at that volume right there, even though that's not really the volume, because you can push it down and pack it in, but it is what it is. And yeah, so don't ask me why I'm trying to see if the level was working, but no, I wanted to see if I had a good angle on my mold to make that angle soap bar that you see in the thumbnails. And so my husband hasn't noticed that level is missing. I have had it with my soaping stuff for years, and sometimes I put it back in the counter or in the cupboard, but I think it's really from the garage, but he hasn't noticed, so it's okay, because he has a big one. He doesn't need the little one. It's fine. I use it more than he does. I make sure my wax melts are straight. Sometimes my mold has to be a little wonky. Not often, but, for those side pores, it does. Like, which one? The Genzen fragrance oils. One of those was at a slant, So sometimes you see the level, sometimes you don't. It's just a thing, you guys. It's just a thing. So I'm going to pour this in here, and I'm going to, I should have, see, I don't want to smack the mold down. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I should sculpt it after it sets up. So I will come back when it is, after it has set up for quite a while. And I'm back. Didn't even miss me, did you? Okay, this has been setting up. It was a while. I can't even tell you how long. It could have been a half hour. It could have been an hour. Look how shiny that is. Isn't that pretty? And it's not moving at all. See what I mean by sculpted is if I took a flat, like a knife or something, or a piece of cardboard or a ruler, and just flattened that straight. Just scraped off, made it level. I'd make a mess of it. That's probably the problem. Yeah. So here's the second half of the soap. I had a major mess with my oils. Don't be judgy. It was just because I had measured out, for all these things. And then when you're using soap shreds and all different things, you don't use the full amount of oils in your batter, in your mold, in your thing, you know what I mean, right? But anyway, just some basic clay going in. Just, this is all the, stuff that, you don't always see. But sometimes you do see it because I'm forget about it. But just gonna blend that up a bit, and then we're gonna add the lye water to it. See, it's not a very big amount of oils here. It's literally 5.5 ounces of oils with the lye water, addition, plus the lye water and fragrance, and then we're going to add soap shreds. Oh, we didn't talk about the fragrance oil. The fragrance oil is from Nature's Garden. It is called Silver Fox, and it is definitely kind of cologne-y. I can't say that if it's cologne-y. I liked it. I did like it. So, yep. It's a masculine fragrance. So, for all you masculine scent lovers out there. But as you can see, my soap shreds are pretty thick in that, Although, what I should have done, which I could have done, it doesn't look like I could have. No. I mean, I don't know how I could have possibly gotten a little bit more soap shreds in there to bring that batter up. But, we're to the top. We're really to the top, So, like I said, it's just a little bit shy of what I actually needed to, to make my typical normal bars. This is how my silver mist set up. It's set up pretty thick, but that's because I let that was from the first half of the bar, and, that stuff set up, so this stuff would have set up. And I wasn't sure how this was going to go. Like, what do you do on the top of the bar with soap shreds when you only have a little bit of soap left? It would have been cool just to make the top totally black and cover it all up. Yeah, hindsight's 20/20, ain't it? Yep, I feel that way with my boys. Or sometimes I'm just like, that was the wrong way to handle that. Yeah, do you ever feel that way? Like, like you look back on the day and it's like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Or maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut. My boys, they had a good hour complaint session about where they work. And so somebody, they were bought out. The people retired and they were bought out. And things haven't been as good as they were under the old ownership, because the old owners understood that your most important asset in any company are your employees. And there's a lot of owners who do not understand that. I would even say, I won't say mine, but yeah, mine. But if you don't value your employees, all the employees, that is your company. Those are your biggest assets. Because if you have no workers, you have no company. And then you get to scramble. But yeah, they had a big complaint session the other night, and yeah, it was one of those times where I just kind of stayed out of it, and I'm glad I did, because my one son wasn't understanding what my husband was trying to explain. But aren't these cute? Like, tell me that swirlage isn't just cute. I couldn't have done that if I tried. Well, I tried. I got it. I did it. So I can do it, But they're super cute. You do see a little bit of the blue from the Sapphire Nights. Oh, the reason I rebatched Sapphire Nights is because the scent totally disappeared. Absolutely 100% disappeared. Yep. Oh, these are cute. Aren't these cute? They are very cute. Okay, so grab a pen and let's take some notes. Rebatching or remilling is all about what is wrong with the soap, what you want to do with the soap, and what your end product wants to be. I haven't done all of these things. I haven't showed you all these things, but you can find them on the internet and YouTube videos and see for yourself. And of course, the fragrance notes to these bars. I told you they were kind of cologne-y. And here are the bars right after I cut them. And here are the bars when they are totally cured. Super cute. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.